insurance. This is Tony Cañas, Chief Motivational Officer at Insurance Nerds and PNC Client Advisor at the Jacobson Group. And today I want to talk to you about something that's very close to my heart. I am recording in my home base of Columbus, Ohio, and it is Sunday, so I'm not sure when this one will go live. Hopefully tomorrow or Monday, we'll see. Anyway, today I want to talk to you about something that's very close to my heart. You should join Toastmasters. In most surveys that have been done about what people are afraid of, more people are afraid of public speaking than of death. Okay, so the joke is, and it's pretty true, based on the statistics, most people would rather die than get in front of a crowd on a stage and speak. And the problem with this is that speaking is a very important skill for your career. And you might never find yourself, unless you want to be CEO, you might never find yourself in front of 3, 5, 6, 700 people giving a 1 hour long session like I do fairly often. But still, being able to speak your mind at meetings, being able to communicate well to your team if you're a manager, being able to speak well in a public setting, even if it's not to hundreds of people, is an important skill set that many people are afraid of, okay? So, what is Toastmasters? Toastmasters is an international organization with chapters all over the world that gives you a structured program, and it's very, very cheap, by the way, a structured program to become a better public speaker, okay? And certifies that. And the groups tend to be very supportive of each other, as opposed to, for example, CPCU, who I'm usually talking about. It's not a central organization that grades your performance. Your club mates in your local club grade your performance and certify as you grow into it. So I was very lucky, and I want to tell you my Toastmasters story. So I worked for Nationwide, and I spent 2 years in Nationwide's big office in Des Moines, Iowa, which is the second biggest office. And that office spans 2 buildings, 1100 Locust and 1200 Locust. I worked at 1100 Locust. And it just so happened, I can't remember who actually told me about it. I might have seen it during like in the paperwork in orientation. But it just so happens that 1100 Locust has a Toastmaster group that meets right in the building. It's literally called 1100 Toastmasters. So I joined 1100 Toastmasters. I was working in 3rd floor and they met in 2nd floor. It could not have been easier. So every Tuesday at 11 a.m. I would go down and attend the Toastmasters meeting, kind of over my lunch hour. And the way the meeting would work is 3 people, three pre-chosen people, pre-arranged people would give 7-minute speeches, and then we would host table topics, which were 1 minute impromptu speeches, and then we would vote on who did the best impromptu speech, and that person would get a little trophy they got to keep for a week, and they got a little ribbon that they got to keep forever. Every time you did one of your speeches, you got to keep that ribbon forever, and it looked really good, basically, and it was great networking internally at the company. So I quickly became the VP of membership and dedicated myself some of my free time to growing this group, because I truly believe that it was good for people's careers, and I tripled its size in the year and a half that I was a member. And basically the way the program works, and it could have changed a little bit by now, but the way the program works, it all starts with the competent communicator designation, or the CC designation, which you can put after your name, CC. Basically, it's 10 speeches, each of them 7 minutes long, that the different types of speeches. So one of them is just introducing yourself. One of them is a persuasive speech. One of them, I can't remember, but anyway, the topics are not prescribed. What is prescribed is the type of speech that you're supposed to be given. And you can do it as fast or as slow as you can. I jumped in with both feet. And basically, often on Monday or Tuesday, I would receive an email from the leader of the group, the president of the group, letting us know that somebody had backed out and there was a speaking spot open. When that happened, I would immediately jump in on it. I would just say, I'll take it. without even knowing what I would speak about, and then I would prepare the speech, right? Most people don't work that way. But anyway, that's how I did mine very quickly. But it really, not only I had a lot of fun doing it, it really helped. It was great internal networking, but even if you end up going to a Toastmasters group that doesn't meet at your company, not everybody's as lucky as I was at that time. What Toastmasters did for me when it comes to public speaking, I think it does this for most extroverts. We like public speaking, that's not the problem. But it helped me go from trying to stick 35 slides into a 7-minute presentation. And most of the time people don't use slides for their 7-minute presentations, but trying to stick 35 slides into a 7-minute presentation and running out of time and just running through it and the crowd getting nothing out of it, or the viewers or the attendees, I can't remember the word I'm looking for, but anyway, getting nothing out of it, and it helped me transition from there to the point that I could successfully deliver a 7-minute speech. And it was instrumental as I grew into giving conference sessions, half an hour long. Nowadays, I give hour-long conference presentations that end with standing ovations. And my biggest presentation, the one about millennials in insurance, I've been giving for 6 years, and it has received 92% of attendees over its history have rated it as very good or excellent. And all of those skills came from Toastmasters. Now, not everybody's an extrovert. If you're an introvert, chances are that your problem is not what my problem was of trying to speak too fast and people not being able to understand me and having tons of filler words. Chances are, that is literally how I tried to give those speeches when I first started speaking. It really helped me to slow down and get better at filler words, which I'm still awful at. But if you're an introvert, chances are what it'll help you do is it'll help you come out of your shell. And that is going to be really good for your career. And then there is once you finish the company communicator, which can be as quickly or as slow as you want to, and you gain some confidence, there are advanced manuals you can jump into. And I jumped into the first one of those, and I finished my advanced communicator bronze. And there's also a leadership side to this that also helps you grow when you're not on the parts where you're not publicly speaking. There's another piece to it that you can also certify your leadership skills. It's very cool. So I did finish my advanced communicator bronze, and then those things helped my career, and I got promoted. I got moved to the Columbus headquarters, then from there to Sacramento, and the rest is history. You've heard several times if you listen to my stuff often. And I never went back to Toastmasters because I've never had a situation again where I was in an office that had a Toastmasters group. Actually, my Sacramento office did, but it was much smaller. They didn't meet every week. And I wasn't there for too long either. But basically, I never went back to being an active member of Toastmasters. And now that I work from home, it's just hard to, and I travel so much, it's just hard. So I only finished my advanced communicator bronze. But after the bronze, there's silver, and after the silver, there's gold. And then beyond that, there's distinguished Toastmasters, which is a very high designation, very few people have. And so anyway, there's a long chain, and even doing just a little bit of it like I did, I would say I did a moderate amount of it. Even doing that will be super helpful to your career. It's been amazing for mine. So CPCU gave me the technical knowledge to accelerate my growth and the network to accelerate my growth. And Toastmasters gave me the public speaking ability that has been a big part of how I've grown quickly in this industry. And I'll do the same for you. So I really encourage you, whether you're an extrovert or an introvert, I really encourage you, if you haven't done it before, to join Toastmasters. And I feel so guilty because I've been talking about writing a Toastmasters article for insurance nerds for like 5 years, and I've never actually done it. So I'm very happy to sit down. It's just easier to do a video. So I'm so happy to sit down and do a video today to tell you, join Toastmasters. If there's one in your office, join that one. But if there isn't, join the nearest one. And if your work schedule doesn't allow you, because you're still in the call center or whatever, doesn't allow you to go to one during the week, find a Saturday one. Join Toastmasters. Get at least your company communicator bronze. Believe me, you will not regret this. TC out.